Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to a week full of heavy strength classes. So I'm gonna start mixing things up a little bit. Don't worry, the classes that you know and love will still be here. But in order to keep progressing and growing, in order to keep seeing changes in our bodies, we gotta mix things up. So the way I'm gonna do that for the next couple weeks is I'm going to kind of switch up our focus every single week. So this week, we are going to have a heavy strength focus. So we're gonna have lots of heavy strength classes. I'm gonna break the body down into smaller muscle groups and work just a few muscle groups every workout, and we're gonna hit them real hard. All right, so today it's going to be quads and glutes, and here's what you will need for class. You need a chair. You need to make sure that you can sit on that chair and be okay, all right? You need a loop band. My suggestion is that you have a loop band with a little more give, maybe a medium strength one, not an extra strength band, but if all you've got is an extra strength band, it'll work too, all right? And then you need a whole bunch of different sizes of weights today. So this is a heavy lower body day, and I have got 15-pound dumbbells for my heavy end, and then you're not gonna need a million, but then something that maybe is middle of the road for you, a little more doable. So for that, I've got 10s. So it's legs, so I want you to go heavy, but I need you to choose a set of dumbbells or a set of kettlebells that are on the heavy end for you. For me, that's 15. And then something that's kind of middle of the road, lower body, and I've got 10s. And then on top of that, you just need a set of really small dumbbells, just like 5s or 8s or something like that. We're not even gonna lift them. We're gonna use them to set up some of our lifts today. So I'm gonna repeat that one more time. As you're joining me, I can see some of you are already doing so. Thank you. Check in, let me know you're here live. Welcome to those at home that don't have access to the live chat as well. But if you have access to the live chat, say, hey, I'm here this morning. And then I'll tell you one last time what you will need. You need a chair. You need a loop band. I'm encouraging you to have different strengths of loop bands from light to heavy. So I am going to be using more of a medium strength band today with a little more give. But if you got options, have several options nearby. And then you need several different sets of weights, just like 2 or 3, depending on where you're at today. So I want you to choose a set of dumbbells that would be a heavy challenge for you to do lunges with or squats. For me today, that's 15s. And then I want like a middle of the road set of dumbbells. So I've got 10s. And then I want you to grab a really light set, 5s. And you will need a mat. We're not going to use our mat till the very end of class, so I've got mine kind of folded up and off to the side, depending on how much space you've got. All right, I got to get a drink of water. I can already tell my throat is scratchy. P.S. So I live in Central Washington, and there's lots of fires from the last couple days or last night. So I came outside and it's all smoky in the air. So I didn't even open my garage door. So not only will it be smoky, at least that'll be outside for the most part, but it's gonna be hot in here because I didn't even open up my gym to air it out because it was so smoky. So if you're near wildfires, be careful, stay safe, all that good stuff. All right, let's get started. How do I want to start this? First of all, I gotta do some of this stuff. All right, I guess I should start by saying hi. Lacey, good morning. Courtney, good morning. Good morning to those who have not had a chance to say hello yet. Hey, I want you to just grab one dumbbell. Because we're only using one to start with, go ahead and grab one that is a heavier dumbbell. I'm just gonna hold my 15. And we're gonna hold it goblet style. And I want to throw in some alternating curtsy lunges. Now, this is our very first move of the morning. I'm going to push some of this stuff out of the way. So if you need to stay up a little higher, not go too low for the first few, please do that, all right? Just gonna hold that goblet style. We're gonna get started. It'll look like this. Curtsy, come to center, and curtsy. All right, take your time here in the beginning. Glutes and quads today. So I am going to focus heavily on those two muscle groups. You and only you can decide what weight you need today. So this is just the first move. You do not need to kill yourself in the weight department for this very first move. We want to warm our body up, but there will be some times today where I do really want you to push the weight you're holding. All right, alternating curtsy lunges. Getting those knees warmed up, hips, glutes, all that good stuff. All right, we're gonna do 8 more alternating. 8. And 7. I always move forward doing these, I don't know why. 6. I left my fan on today. I think you guys should be able to hear me because I'm a really loud talker. 4. I think it said it's supposed to be 103 in Central Washington today. And smoky. I don't know if that's a very good combination. One more on each side. 1 and 1. Nice. All right. Set that single dumbbell down. You're going to grab the 2 light ones that I asked you to get, and they are going to be used to raise your heels. So you just put them on the ground and stand on them so that your toes are on the floor, heels are up on your weights. Now, the reason I want you to stand on them now for a second, I want you to see about the distance apart. If that feels good for you to do a squat, you might need to adjust, okay? And then we're gonna grab our 1 single dumbbell again, and we're gonna do a goblet squat with our heels raised, all right? Okay, you ready? Let's go. Now on this one, it's forcing your weight to shift forward. So you should have a lot of weight in your toes, but bend your knees. This is a quad-focused squat because we're forcing our weight forward, all right? Okay, I'm gonna have you give me 10, and then I want you to hold it low. 9. 8. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Hold it low. You're gonna set your weight down, all right? Hold it here, no weight. Little teeny pulses. Back side is going down closer to your heels. You can be here. But when you are pulsing, I want you to pulse through the knees. Again, your weight's forward. That's fine, that's what we want. Weight's forward, but I don't want this, okay? You gotta actually give me little teeny mini squats. You got 10 seconds, ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Stand up nice and straight. Now, we're going to change the direction of our little teeny dumbbells. And you're gonna give yourself a little test before we get going. Angle them like a triangle. And then I want you to stand with your heels elevated because we're gonna do a plie squat. So make sure that your weights are in the right place. It feels comfortable for you to do that plie squat. This is the first time that your chair can come into play if you need it. If you need something to hold on to, grab that chair. No weight, okay? Heels are up, toes are facing out. We're gonna tuck our hips up and under. Don't be afraid to adjust your little tiny dumbbells as we get going if you feel like they're in the wrong place. Okay, we're just gonna go down and up. To start with, don't care what you do with your hands, but you need to be able to tuck your hips, squeeze your glutes. Your heels are pretty close together. They don't need to be touching necessarily, but pretty close. We're gonna do 8, and then you're gonna hold it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold it in the low position. Now you can go as low as you need to go. Chest is up, hips are tucked under. We're gonna hold it here, okay? I want you to give me little teeny pulses. Glutes and quads. If you're not feeling this, if it doesn't feel very challenging for you, you need to go lower. We're gonna do 10 pulses and then I've got one more move. Don't stand up, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low as you can go. Now, hips are tucked under as hard as you can tuck, and then you're just gonna relax. Do it again. Tuck, relax. You don't need to poke your butt out. Just relax. Neutral, tuck. All right, we are gonna do 10 of these. I want you to tuck your hips up as hard as you can and stay as low as you can. You should be shaking like crazy. Quads are burning. If they're not, get lower. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. You should be almost ready to collapse on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And 1, bring it all the way up, shake it out. Nice job. Okay, get rid of those tiny weights now for a second. We're gonna also just grab one of our heavy dumbbells again. We're doing a single leg curtsy lunge. We're gonna start to incorporate some balance here, all right? So, I want you to hold your weight in your right hand. We're gonna work that right leg. We're gonna curtsy. And then as we get a little bit more balanced, I'm gonna add a sweep to the leg out here. If you really struggle with balance, switch your weight to the other side, bring your chair close by and you can hold on to your chair, right? But we wanna work on that balance. So if you can do it without, give it a try. Just a regular curtsy lunge, stay on this one side. Let's go. Curtsy, tap. I have a hair. Okay, I think maybe I found it. Finally. It's been driving me crazy. All right, the balance element here is really gonna up the ante on this move. So what I mean by that is we're gonna try and lift our leg up here, fire hydrant style. If you need to go slower, you can go slow. We're gonna do a few like this. Keep going. I gotta scoot forward. I'm kicking my back wall. Story of my life. I always get too close to that. Now, if you are able, and I'm gonna see if I'm able, we're gonna do a sweep. Straight leg. Curtsy. Straight leg. Nice and slow and controlled. 9, 8, 7, 5, glutes here, that's what we're working. 4, 3, 2, last one. Then we're gonna stay down in that curtsy lunge or a static curtsy, lean forward. 10, 9, little teeny static lunges. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can we stand up? I don't know. Set that weight down just for a second. Shake it out. So, heavy on for these. Right before when we did those heel raised plie squats, heavy on the quads. We got to do that other side. Same exact thing. Is your weight heavy enough? Do you need a single dumbbell that's heavier? Pay attention to that stuff. It's okay to switch right in the middle. Don't worry. I want you to get where you need to be weight-wise. So you should be feeling this in your glute like crazy. The last few repetitions should be a struggle. I can't choose your weight for you. All right, ready? More space. More space, Erin. Here we go. Regular curtsy. Just get your bearings, okay? Get your bearings here. And then you can give it a try with that fire hydrant. And then if you're able, we're gonna do the straight leg sweep. Let's go. Curtsy, sweep. You're just sweeping it straight up and out from behind. Find something to look at that doesn't move. That's why I'm staring down at my floor here. All right, 10. My glutes already on fire. I'm gonna regret the 10. 9. 7. 5. 4. Oh my gosh. 3. 2. Last one. Hold it down for 10 little pulses. 9. Weight is forward in this leg. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hoorah! Nice work. All right. Let's move it back over to quads. So grab those tiny weights again. We're going to make our triangle so the top is close together, like so. Stand on that triangle. Make sure that you have a good range of motion with that curtsy lunge, and we're going to do this one weighted, okay? So grab one heavy dumbbell. We've just used one so far. We'll see how the morning goes. Okay. So toes are turned way out, heels are elevated. Tuck those hips under. Here we go. Down and up. Glutes and quads here. I'm not standing all the way straight and locking my knees out at the top, okay? You want to kind of envision yourself as a tin can, and you're just being crushed straight down. Keep those hips tucked. Squeeze your glutes, glutes and quads. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, last one, hold it down. Okay, this is those tucks. So the lower you sit, the more intense they are. It's up to you. Okay, here we go. Tuck your hips, relax. Tuck, relax. Body is straight upright. We're gonna do 10 little tucks, and then we're gonna pulse down in the tucked position, and then you can stand up. 10, 9, remember, don't poke your butt back. Just give it a big tuck and then neutral. Oh my gosh. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it tucked. Pulse down, down, down. You have 10 seconds. Get as low as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Nice. Okay. Set that weight down. Shake out those quads. All right. I move my stuff out of the way. Here's our first chance to use our chair. So your back foot is going to be up on your chair. So I'm going to put mine way back here. We're going to do a curtsy static lunge with our back leg elevated. We're not in a rush. I want you to kind of work through this so you've got some balance. Facing straight ahead. We're going to start with our left leg down. So it's going to go in front, and your back leg is going to go behind you, and you want to hop so that you're in that curtsy position. So your back leg needs to be clear out over here to this side. You can bend that knee if it helps you, but you want those legs, crisscrossed behind. So kind of get in a position you can do that. Now that you've done all that, I want you to use weight. So this is our first chance, not only to use our chair, but both of your heavy weights. So we're gonna do lower repetitions, heavy weight. If you can hold both, do. If you need to just hold one, you have that option, okay? All right, grab your heavy weights. Let's see if I can get in this position somewhat gracefully. So, back leg is up, but I do want as much of a curtsy as I can. So my back leg, I want it crossed back behind me, not just straight back. And then, twist your shoulders and your hips to me. Ready? Let's go. We are going to do 10 right here. 10. 9. Elevated curtsy static lunge. 8. 7. 6. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Come off your chair, set one of your weights down. Just one. Okay. Same leg, same move, less weight. Here we go. Set it up. Now you should have more range of motion. I don't care which hand you hold your weight in, but turn those hips, okay? Hips and chest. Ready? Let's go. You should be able to go a little lower. Really focus on Popping that glute out and back. 10. 9, little drop set here. 8. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Come off that chair. Shake it up. Okay. We're going to have a seat in our chair. Remember that same leg that was down. It's the leg we're working. Have a seat. This was the leg that was down. So I want you to put your heavy weight on that leg. You're going to sit up at the edge of your seat, sit up nice and straight. We're just going to do a simple lift. Now I want you to use your quad to lift, not as much hip flexor. So how you do that? Sit up straight, don't lean back, okay? Sit up nice and straight, and we're just going to lift straight up with that knee. Give it a try. Up. Now once you get going, I just want a light, gentle tap with this toe. The closer you take your weight to your knee, the harder this is. The closer you bring it to your hip, the easier this is. So you need to find a spot on that leg that this is a challenge. And we are going to go with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Give me little teeny lifts. Now lean slightly forward. You want to use your leg, your quad, not your abs and your hip flexor to lift this weight. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Set it down for a second. Shake it out. We're going to do all 3 of those moves on the other side, okay? So, I'm going to scoop my chair back a little bit. Remember, that first curtsy lunge is with both weights, heavy, set. If you found that you just could not balance on the other side doing this, go up to a wall so you can put a hand on the wall, or you can do these from the ground too. I gotta dab my face. Okay, heavy weight. Grab them both up. My quad is on fire. I'm not sure that I can get it up on my chair. So other leg, right leg is down, left leg is up, and then you gotta do that kind of funky hop because we want to crisscross our legs and then turn your shoulders and your hips to knee. Weight is forward. You ready? Let's go. I'm going 10. 8. 6. 5. You want to be feeling this in your glutes, so kind of pop that hip out. 3 more. 3. 2. Oh my gosh, can I stand up? I don't know. 1. Nice. All right. We just need 1. Remember, you can hold the 1 in whichever hand. Okay. Get yourself set up. Crisscross those legs. Ready. Here we go. Deeper range of motion. You've got less weight. Here's to 10. 8. Oh my goodness. 6. 3, 2, last one. 1, come on down. All right, we're gonna sit. I'm gonna remind you again, because your abs and your hip flexors can take over real quick. But if you can avoid letting those muscles take over, this is a quad killer, all right? So you wanna lean slightly forward, sit up straight. Okay, give it a try, here we go. Lift. Use that quad. Find a place on your leg that's a challenge. Towards your knee is tougher. Towards your hip is a little easier. Just a light touch of your toe here on the ground. Big lift up. All right. You ready for 10? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up. Give me little teeny lifts. Use your quad. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put it down. I'm making so many ugly faces today. All right, set your heavy weight down. You're gonna go to a very light weight. 5, you probably don't want any heavier than 8s or 10s. You normally go heavier than me in your weight choices, 8 or 10. If you're about where I'm at, or you're carrying less weight, grab a 5. You can always put it down, all right? So, we're gonna take that 5-pound dumbbell, we're gonna put it back on the other leg. Quads. Here we go. Get to the edge of that chair. This is why I'm having you go light. Lift that leg up as high as you can. Lean forward, so your quad is taking over, not your abs. Okay, lean forward. You're gonna keep that weight there on the edge. Keep your knee up as high as you can. Straighten. Straighten. Focus on the straightening motion, okay? So a couple things that we need to have this mind-body connection. You need to be leaning forward so your quad is doing the work. Then, you need to get your leg as straight as you can. That's when the work is being done, straight. And finally, keep your leg raised up as high as you can. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold our legs straight, and you're going to do a little straight-legged lift. Try to leave the weight on your leg. Don't pick it up with your hands, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. Let's catch our breath, okay? Now, I don't want you to feel like you're doing anything wrong. If by the end of that, you were feeling it in your hip flexor and your core, we had our leg up for so long, those muscles are stabilizing muscles. They will work, all right? But I do still want you to focus on leaning forward, getting the weight out of your core, okay? Lifting with your quad, because that'll kind of save those other 2 muscle groups so that you can get through this whole thing. All right, you ready? Lift that leg up. You can get rid of the weight if it was too much, okay? Let's go. Straight. Straight. Try not to lift with your abs. We want all the workload on our quads. Don't worry, I'm not going to ignore our abs this week. They're still working here too. All right, 10. I'm going to regret the 10. Right as it's coming out of my mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it straight. Little lifts. You got 10 seconds. Do your best to keep your weight out of your abs. 5, 2, and there we go. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to give those quads a little bit of a punch. Okay, set those weights down. We're gonna move our chair out of the way for just a second. Oh my gosh, we're running short on time. Okay, here's what we're gonna do because we're running short on time. And there's 2 moves at the very end. So I had another move I was gonna throw in here, but we're gonna skip it for another time. I do want one last really good glute isolation move. So I want you to grab one of your heavy weights. Now, remember that curtsy with the leg sweep that we had to balance? Yeah, you remember, right? We're gonna do that one again. Only this time, you're gonna do 2 leg lifts with the sweep. If you feel really unbalanced, get your chair close by so you can hold on to it, all right? The balance part is part of this. So if you're wobbly, still try to work through it. But if you just can't even stay on your leg and complete a few repetitions, that's cool. Hold on to something, all right? I don't know if I will need to or not. We'll find out. So, right leg, we're gonna curtsy behind. Let's do it. Curtsy, just get your bearings. I have to come up here again as usual and forget. My quads are so fatigued that this curtsy lunge is gonna be woo! All right, try it with that sweep. Sweep. Okay, 2 leg lifts here. 2, 1. 2, 1. You got 10 of these. 2, 1. 9. 2, 1. 2, 1. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Nice. Okay, I'm going to let you kind of catch your breath. Get a drink if you need. Shake it up. Same thing other side. You guys know what you're in for on this side, so we're going to quickly move up to that 2. If you need to do a few regular curtsy lunges with your foot down to kind of get your bearings, but as soon as you're ready to sweep that leg out, we're giving the 2 raises you start. You can start right off the bat if you want. Usually takes me a couple to get balanced enough. All right, again, get up here. Get up close so you don't kick your wall. Let's go. Curtsy. All right, I'm gonna try 1 leg lift. See how we're feeling. And now 2. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2 and 1. Here's for 10. 8. 7. 5. Man, I'm feeling it on this side. My goodness. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Oh, that was a glute burnout. Nice work. Okay, Let's come down to the floor. Grab your mat for the first time. You're gonna be on all fours. So I'm gonna leave mine kind of just folded up for a little bit of extra padding because I'm just gonna need that little bit of space. I want you to load up. We're gonna do a glute kickback, heavily weighted. So I ask you to get a slightly lighter weight. You might want to get it close by. It's mostly just there for you to step down to if you need to when we're doing something else. But on this, if this hurts your knees, then, or you can't keep holding your weight, you can go to a lighter weight. But I want you to go really heavy. So we're gonna put that really heavy weight, I want you heavy, behind our knee, and we're gonna do a glute, a big kickback. So again, the focus, and this is not always true, there's lots of different variations of kickbacks, all right? So you're not doing it wrong when we bring our knee into our chest, but that is not what we're doing right now, okay? For this set, it's gonna be heavily weighted, the work is being done when you push up. So you only need to be at a 90-degree angle down here, and you're just gonna focus on the upward push. Make sense? All right, grab that heavy weight. I want you to go as heavy as you can hold. You can do more than you think you can on this one, okay? If you need to come down on an elbow, that's fine. Be careful that you don't drop your weight when your leg is up. It'll roll forward onto your back, all right? So if you haven't done these before, or you're pushing real heavy weight, go small at first. Let's go. Push, push, and push. I want a big push up. Now you should have such a heavy weight that it is a push. Big, strong push up. We're doing 15, big push. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, really get that leg up high. 12, 11, 10. If you have a real heavy weight for yourself, you should be feeling it in your glutes right now. 8, 7, big push. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to bring it down. We're just going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to turn. If you were not feeling it in your glute, chances are your weight's not quite heavy enough. This particular set, this version of a kickback, is one where I want you to hold a much heavier weight that you're used to holding or that you think you can. Because you can do it, okay? This is meant to be heavy. All right, you ready? Other side. Here we go. Push. Focus on the up. Up. You don't need to go down very low. This leg got a little bit of a rest. So I'm going to give us just a second before we start our 15. You ready? Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, get rid of that heavy weight. Since we're getting close to the end of the class, we're going to do a quad burnout. If you have a wall nearby, I want you to sit on the floor with your back against the wall. If you do not, anything that you can prop your back against will be helpful. You don't necessarily have to, though. You can just sit in the middle of your room. You're not going to need any weight. Oh, you guys, same story of my life. We're running out of time for all this stuff I want to do. Okay, so we're going to sit straight against the wall. I want you to get your back totally straight up against your wall. If you don't have a wall nearby, you need to use your arms behind you to help prop you straight up. okay? Now, we're gonna do a leg lift. This is gonna take a little bit of practice because you need to figure out where you're at. If you can get your butt up against your wall, so you're totally straight up, and lift your leg, you need to do that. That is the toughest way to do this. Quad burnout, okay? If you can't even raise your leg off the ground, give it a try. Then, the farther you take your backside away from your wall, so the more you're leaning back, the more your abs and your hip flexors will take over, but the easier it will be to raise your leg. So if your leg is glued to the ground and you can't even lift it off when you're sitting completely straight up, then scoot your backside forward slightly, but just enough that you can lift that leg up. It's supposed to be hard to lift it up, okay? If you're sitting in the middle of your room, the same thing applies. You're going to use your arms to support you. And if you cannot get your leg off the ground, then you're going to lean back slightly. All right, so we're going to start with our right leg firmly planted on the ground. You're just going to lift your left leg straight off, okay? Ready? Here we go. Lift, lift, lift. Now you can tap your heel on the ground, this one, but I don't want you to rest it there. And a few things. You need to get in a spot that you can feel this in your quad. So your leg needs to be totally straight. If you need to scooch forward slightly to do that, get your backside farther from your wall to do that, then do it, okay? You want to be feeling it in that quad. Quad, you will feel it in your hip flexor. All right, we're going to do 10 of these lifts. It's already kicking my butt. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to draw a little rainbow. Out, back, out, back, out, and back. Get an arch there. Keep your leg as straight as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, leg. 3, 2. Last one. Final move. Lift your leg up. Flex your foot. Push your button. Push, push. Straighten, straighten like you're pushing a button with your heel. You can help hold your leg up if you can't do it anymore. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Hip flexor is going to get some work. Quad, if you feel like you need to adjust where you are against your wall, now is your chance, all right? I do want you to be able to engage your quad. So if you were so flat backed against the wall that you had to use your abs, your arms, your other leg to push off to lift your leg, try to scoot your butt out just a little farther and see if you can have a little bit better range of motion and muscle control. But don't do it so much that your core completely takes over, all right? Okay, I'm stalling. This side is so terrible. Let's get this other one done. Ready? There we go. Lift, lift, lift. Nice straight leg. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and our rainbow. Arch it out, arch it back, arch it out, arch it back. Keep this leg real straight. Try not to push off the leg on the ground so much that you're not using this leg. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it back, raise it off the ground just a little bit, flex your foot, push the button with your heel. Push, push. You can hold that leg up if you must. Do it gently. Try to take as much of the load as you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, goodness. All right, bend those legs. We're going to move our mat a little bit closer. You're going to be kneeling on that mat so you can roll it up even more if you need. And I want you to grab your loop band. Get close to the end of class. We'll see if I can fit this in one more, but I don't know if I can fit it. Loop band just above your knees. We might move it. We'll see. Okay? I'm going to go a little bit at an angle so that you can see. Some of you are like, oh no, I think I know what she's going to do. Okay, so I want you to take your knees out wide enough so you've got a little tension. It's not going to be a ton. If you have different strength bands and you feel like you want more tension, that'll just make this move harder, so that's good. You can always swap up your bands, all right? Okay, this probably is my all-time favorite quad move, burnout, right? Follow along. You're going to poke your butt out and pretend like you're about to sit on your heels. Then keeping your chest up, you're going to tuck your hips. Feel the workload in those quads. Keeping your hips tucked. Come on, okay? Don't quite sit. Tuck, lift with your quads. You'll feel it, okay? Lift with your quads. Lift. Keep that chest up. You want to use your quads to lift you up. This works like the entire length of your quad muscle. You're going to feel it in your knees. Not in a bad way. I mean in a tough way. But you're going to feel it clear down to the top of your knees. All right. We're going to go 8. If your feet or your ankles or anything like that is hurting, take your knees wider. You can bring your feet in closer. Sometimes that helps with that. Okay, don't be afraid to adjust. We're going to go 5. Make sure that chest is upright. Don't lean forward. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Follow along. Right before you sit on your heels, tuck your hips and hover here. Okay? Quads are working. You're going to circle your hips. Poke out one side, tuck up, out the other side, push your butt back. So, we're doing a big circle. Keep your backside just above your heels. We're going to do 8, 7. Obviously, you can feel the same direction when you tuck your hips up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold the tuck all the way up. Full range of motion. Sit, tuck, bring it up. We're going to do 5, and then we have to circle the other direction. This is that quad burnout at the end. You got it. 5, 4. Use your quads. 3, 2. Last one. All right, we're going to take it down. Just before you sit on your heels, tuck your hips. Chest is up. Circle the other way. Butt out. Up and around. 8. Keep your butt just above your heels. 7. 6. Trying to get my arms up here so you can see. 5. 4. 3, 2. Last one, 5 big ones. We're almost done. Here we go. 5 big ones. Up. Sit back. Tuck your hips. 5. We're going to pulse it out at the bottom, and then you're done. Okay? 4 with this move. 3, 2. Last one. Keep it down here. Right before you're about to sit, tuck your hips, little teeny pulses. Make sure you're using your quads. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, this is all I can do. Straighten the leg out. Those quads are going to be fried. So just straighten them out for a second. Let's go ahead and sit on our back side. Take the loop band off. I want you to shake your quads out really quickly. And then we're going to end for our glutes with one more set of those heavy kickbacks. All right? Quads are toast. Do your best. Any position we get into at this point, it's just going to feel like our quads are giving out on us. This will just show you how much of a stabilizing muscle those quads are. Basically everything we do. So today, I'm giving the quads a little extra love, but a lot of our workouts, we use our quad muscles a ton as a secondary muscle. They're getting work, okay? All right, so I want to start with the other side. This is the final move, so hang in there with me until the end of class. I want you to load up. So remember, those kickbacks, I want you heavily weighted, okay? So, stick that there. Kick back. You guys know the drill. We've already done it. Ready? Here we go. Now, on this kickback, I want you to try to focus on relaxing your hamstring. It's doable, okay? You need to hold on to your weight, but you don't need to squeeze it super, super tight. Okay? Focus on the upward push, glutes over hamstrings. So you don't need to squeeze that weight and flex your foot so hard that your hamstring is cramping. Just keep a grip, okay? All right. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, focus on the up, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. All right, guys. Final move. I'm going to straighten my quads out one last time. And then come over to this side. This is it. We got it. Nice heavy weight. Ready? Up. Squeeze your glute. Don't arch your back. You don't need to come down very low. You want to go up. All right, you guys ready for me to count us out for 12? Of course you are. Let's go, right here. 12, big push. Don't just go through the motions, big push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down, you guys made it. Now, if you have just a second, I'm going to show you an awesome quad stretch because Lord knows we need it after that. You're going to lay on your tummy. Be thinking, did you like the quad work? And by like, I mean, did you feel like it was effective and you needed it? Or the glute work more today? Did you prefer the quads or the glutes? Okay, lay on down. We're going to lie flat. You're going to reach back and grab your foot. Now, get your knees as close together as you can, and then your goal is to relax your legs and pull that heel into your backside. You can even pass your backside if you're able. You got to relax your quad muscle. Now there's a few things you can do here if you want. You can grab with both hands. You can cross your body, okay? It just stretches your quad at different angles. And I'm not gonna turn, you guys can see, you can do the other side. But relax your quad. Pay attention to doing that. It's kind of hard to do, actually, after you've worked it so hard. But relax your quad muscle. And then if you choose, if it feels good to you, you can go 2 and bring it across. And then I'm going to stay down and we're going to do a quick glute stretch. If I can move, I'm not sure I can. So we're going to cross our legs and I haven't done this stretch in a while, just crossing my legs like this is just like killing my glutes and hips. So the idea is to stack your knees. So you want to like turn yourself into a pretzel kind of. Legs come around, stack your knees. If you have to go early, I understand. If you want to take a second and answer my questions, super helpful. Let me know if you preferred the glutes or the quads today. And then tell me if you finished class. All right, once you get your knees stacked one on top of the other, this is not the stretch that we hug our knee into our chest. We try to stack them. Do your best to relax your hips. Center your butt cheeks or your sit bones if we're talking proper like yoga speak, but basically your butt cheeks, your butt bones. Center them on the earth, on the ground, relax your legs. Now, some of us might just have to hang out here. If you're able, you can bring your chest forward, and I'm not going to be able to go very far forward. But the more of your body weight you bring forward on those legs, keeping them relaxed, okay, the more you're going to feel this stretch through your glutes and hips, and I need to do this stretch way more, obviously. Oh, like I can feel like I need it. It's like a good kind of pain, like, oh my gosh, I really needed that, but I want to scream. I feel like that's kind of what most things in my life are like right now. Like, okay, I really need this. This is helping me grow. This is helping me become stronger, but I really feel like I need to scream. So help that leg, shake it out. We're gonna do the same to the other side. If you have to go, I get it. This is the last stretch we're gonna do. More stretches are desperately needed. Please do not be under the false illusion that I am stretching with you enough in class. I need to stretch more, and you've got to kind of do that on your own. I'm not doing it enough. We need to stretch way more than I do in class. All right. Oh my gosh, this side is so much tighter than the other side. Why? Why is that today? All right, I'm going to do my best to come forward. That's all I got today. That's all I can handle. All right, I'm gonna come to my feet. Say good job to those of you that completed the workout today. If you didn't get a chance to say hi at the beginning of class, let me know that you completed the workout here. Those of you that don't have access to the live chat, you can always message me on Instagram if you have that too. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, tell me that you're working out with me in the morning, all that good stuff, all right? Let me see, Courtney, you are welcome, great job. Lacey, both were great. The elevated static lunges, yeah, they get me every time too. I feel like my legs are jello. If anybody else had a favorite move or wants to let me know which they preferred, you got just a couple seconds to do so. We're gonna meet back here at 7 a.m. tomorrow for some upper body strength work, all right? So I'm excited for that. We'll give our legs a couple days to rest. The cardio day with me is Wednesday, midweek. We're gonna kill it with some cardio. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Great job.